Alright everyone, so today we're talking about rotations of figures. Now what you'll see here, we're going to do an 80-degree rotation and then a 90-degree rotation. The idea is that to recognize when your coordinates switch. So each quadrant here has specific x and y. This one here, remember x is first, y is second. So in this one over here, this is quadrant 1. Your x is positive and your y is positive. This one here, when we go to the list, see this is 0, see this is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Your x's are negative, negative x, and then, let me erase that actually, so you know that's x. Let me just scratch it out here. Negative x, positive y, because it's still up. If I have to go left, that's negative x. If I have to go down, that's negative y. This one here is quadrant 3, that's negative, negative. And this one here, because I go to the right, the x is positive, but I go down, so the y is negative. So I'm going to write out all these coordinate names, or the numbers of these coordinates. So to P, it's positive 1, positive 4. So 1, 4. K is positive 3, and then I don't go up or down, so it's 0. So 3, 0. N is in negative, negative. So negative 1, negative 2. And then F, right here, is negative, positive. Negative 1, 2, 3, 4, positive 1, 2. So negative 4, positive 2. So when we do a 180-degree rotation, what's really happening is this. You're turning it all the way around. So we're going to turn this all the way around. So it's going to look like this when it's redrawn. And what happens to your points is your points actually stay the same. But you just have to look and see which quadrant it's in of how it's going to be. So P is positive 1, positive 4. So you want to do the opposite of those. So this one, P, is going to be negative 1, negative 4. So the new P, you have to go negative 1, negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is your second P right here. Negative 1, negative 4. And then, and this is called prime, which is kind of like a little asterisk here, P, like that, little, or apostrophe. 3, 0 is going to be opposite of that, so negative 3 and 0, so it's actually going to go turn all the way over here. Negative 1, 2, 3. So that's, this is K prime, or just K with an apostrophe, negative 3, 0. I'm going to connect those two. So again, what's happening here is I'm keeping these the same when I have a 180-degree turn, but I'm just changing it positive or negative. So these are positive, so I'll change them to negative. This is negative, this is positive, so now this is going to be positive, and that's going to be negative. So in a 180-degree turn, you just reverse the signs here. Negative changes to positive, positive changes to negative. So this will be 4, negative 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 1, 2. That's right here. So 4, negative 2. So look, negative 4, positive 2, positive 4, negative 2. That's the opposite. So this would be the F with the apostrophe. And then the last one here is N. Okay, so N is negative 1, negative 2. So I'm going to flip that, or do the opposite of these. Opposite of negative is positive, so positive 1, positive 2. Positive 1, positive 2. I'm going to connect these here. So that's what that one looks like after a 180-degree rotation. So just to review, when you do a 180-degree rotation, find out what the coordinate points are, and then change the positives and negatives and the negatives to positives, and then you replot. Okay, now let's go to this one here. A rotation of 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin, so it's all the way around here. So 90 degrees something else is going to happen. We do want to write down, this is always a good idea, positive, 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 negative, 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 positive, what the x's and the y's are. And I'm going to write down these points here. B is going to become, or I'm sorry, the point for that, 1, 2, 3, 4 negative, 1 positive. So it's right here. First number's negative, second number's positive. So this is negative 4, positive 1. X is down here, negative, negative. Negative 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Negative 1, negative 3, negative 2. And the same thing for N. Negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 5, negative 4. Now what happens on this one is, okay, so I'm going to go counterclockwise. So counterclockwise is in this direction here, like that. So everything just goes in this direction. Okay, clockwise would go in the other direction. So what's going to happen is I'm going to switch these two. So in 90 degrees, you switch the two numbers. So this was in this quadrant, it's going over here to this quadrant. And you're going to switch these two numbers. And you're going to see how does this change. So negative 5, 4. So instead of doing 5, 4, I'm going to do 4, 5. Down here like that. So this is your new N. And the coordinate for that, let's see here. So 5 is now positive, and the 4 is still negative. I'm sorry. 4 is positive because we switched these. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4 because we have switched those. 4, negative 5. So you have to look here where it's at. It's in positive, negative. So again, when you do a 90 degrees, either counterclockwise or clockwise, you have to see and flip your two numbers and see which quadrant it's in and put those that way. So X here, negative 3, negative 2, I'm going to switch these two. So 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, and then it's going this way. Remember, if it's in here, it's going over here. So that's going to go down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So there's that one. So that's X prime. And that point would be positive 2, negative 3. And then this one here, where it was negative 4, positive 1, well, this one's going down here. It's in this quadrant, it's going to this quadrant. And this one is negative, negative. So this one, we're going to flip these two, and then they're both going to be negative. So negative 1, negative 4. And as you can tell, that's that. So we're going to do one more. Do this one here. Okay, again, so 90 degrees, so, but it's clockwise. So what I do is, 1 is going down here to 4. This one's going over here. This one's going here. This one's going here. So positive, 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 negative, 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 positive. Okay, so if these two are in the first quadrant, they're going down here. So Y is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So 4, 3. I'm going to switch that to 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going down here. So this one is 3, negative 4. This one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So 5, 3 becomes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. This one becomes 3, negative 5. And then, let's see here, this one is on the axis, so all I'm going to do is take this down the other axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 0 becomes 0, 5. 0, or 0, negative 5, I should say. 0, negative 5. And then u here is positive 2, negative 2. So positive 2, negative 2. This is going over here. Look, over here. So both are going to be negative. So this is going to be negative 2, negative 2. I'm going to switch these, but they're both 2, so it's easy. Negative 2, negative 2. And you see you have a like figure there. So again, 90 degrees, you switch your values, and you turn it to the next quadrant, and you see what? Are they positive or negative in that quadrant? 180 degrees is you flip there, you keep the numbers the same, but you just change the positives to negatives and the negatives to positives.